Panasonic. Ideas for life.
Cool weather conditions were accompanied by the ongoing Energizer Netball League 2013 at the Kallang Netball Centre. Club Mixed Division kicked off with SSC Falcons against NZCC. It was a close-knit contest between both sides as both teams showed great athleticism and skill as they formed good attacks to score goals during the entire course of the game. NZCC proved to be a tough side to handle as they showed their pace in counter-attacks, catching the Falcons off guard when they turned defense into offense in a matter of seconds. However, it was the SSC Falcons who looked to be the stronger side as they managed to net more goals with consistency. The game ended with the SSC Falcons winning the game with a score of 58-44.
It's always a tough game with NZCC. SCC and NZCC always have a really challenging match. And I think both teams played really well and probably pushed the limits of the rules a little bit. And having stronger umpires would have been a bit more helpful with the level of play for the mixed. But otherwise, we're really happy with the result.
The next match of the night was between the teams PSRC and Team Up. The match was a relatively mellow one as both sides were eager to keep the defense intact as a main priority. Focusing mainly on fast breaks from the missed chances of the opposition, both teams showed very good passing technique and good movement to open themselves up to their teammates. PSRC, however, proved to be the more dominant team, as their defenses and technique were stronger. In the end, it was a close fight between both teams. PSRC edged a victory with a scoreline of 32-25. Following that, the next club mixed match was between MOD and Ignito, as both teams were eager to get the game started. MOD looked to be a very hard-working team as their movements interlaced perfectly to link the transition between attack and defense fluidly. Team Ignito fought hard against the opposition and worked well together. However, it was MOD who looked to be dangerous with their precise passing and shooting as they dominated all four quarters. Despite Ignito's hard effort, they could not outwin MOD, who emerged with a win of 90-13. The last match of the night was between the Bedok Kings and Speed Dash. Both sides were looking to get a win under the belt as they started the game with an extremely quick pace. A good defense was required of both sides as they attempted to repel attacks from their opponents and hit back with a fast counter. Speed Dash was the side that looked to be more accurate as they made use of most of their offensive moves. Bedok Kings, on the other hand, had much taller players, thus making it easier to make the passes to their goal shooters. It was a close match between both teams as Speed Dash took the win by 1 point, with a score of 25-24.
I think we started off pretty well, but we realized that by the mid of the first quarter, we realized that the umpires were especially tough on the basic rules like stepping and like obstruction and stuff. But I think both teams managed to overcome pretty well. Yeah, and I think we had a great game and we won by just a goal, which was a pretty tight game. Yeah, but everyone had fun, so yeah.